There's only two things that I need to worry about when I'm trading the Forex markets. Stay tuned, traders. We'll be right back. Good day, traders. Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Stormy, wintry day in Perth. Today we're talking about there's only two things that I need to worry about when I'm trading the Forex markets. And that's how much am I willing to lose on a trade and how much can I make on a trade. So obviously the first one is how to manage my risk. The second one is obviously if I'm in a profitable trade, how can I maximize the return on that profitable trade? What kind of method do I have for determining an exit strategy or when to exit the market in terms of capturing profits, either an asymmetrical target, time of day. I'm going to talk about today that the two specific things that I do is I stick to the London Open, the Asia Closed London Open, and the New York Open. For me, the particular time of day is ideal. So those two things are constant every single day. I know that London opens up, Europe, Asia Closed, Europe Open around 2 a.m. New York. I know that there's going to be a move in the markets in that time frame that will usually establish a low or a high for that session. Ideally, what I like to do is trade with what I consider to be the trend in terms of how I identify peaks and troughs. I use the 20-period moving average purely to determine a bias in the market. Now, I've done this for a while, so I look for basic charts. I don't try to trade the same pair every single day. I look for the best setups. Now, ideally, what I want to do if I'm going long is I want to be buying the break of a bear candle. So at the pre-market or the first hour of trade, I will look for a bear candle into the open of the market if I'm going long. Now, if the market takes off prior to the close or the open of London, then I'm looking potentially at a New York setup. And so this is in my experience where I have been able to identify the best probable trade setups. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be a trade in the London session. I may leave for that hour, go for a run, take the dogs out, whatever. Regardless of where I get in, I'm always looking to identify my one bar stop. And I've talked about using trying to get your losses constant. I find that, if you think in terms of how the markets work, especially the Forex markets with the banks, controlling 50 to 60% of the volume, they need to trap traders into positions. And so again, just logically speaking, the break of a bear candle going long, whether I identify that on a 5-minute chart, like to enter in after a bear candle setup, or if I'm going short on a bull candle setup, again, that gives me an asymmetrical risk reward because I'm going to target at least 2 times that hourly candle. Now, if I can get a better entry in on that 5-minute chart, that's where I'm able to manage my risk a bit tighter and then also have an asymmetrical target in place. Now, I have price levels on there at the 80, 50, 20, and 00 levels, and I will trail those positions. So if I have a target in place and it's beyond those numbers, I will trail those numbers if it starts to slow down or show two-sided trading around those levels, especially again at the close of the hour or the open of an hourly candle. But the most important two things that you need to identify with your trading is cutting your losses and riding your winners. Now, as much as we pay lip service to that over and over again, it's another thing when you can use some kind of practical method to identify an entry point where you can predefine your risk and then have an asymmetrical expansion of that range as a potential target. Now, the big thing about Forex trading, especially if you understand how the algorithms work, is a lot of mathematical price measurements are usually filled accurately, and largely that's because the computer systems fill all of these price gaps all over the place. So something to think about. Number one, manage your downside. Be ruthless with cutting your losses. Write that out before your day starts, how you're going to trade it. Stick to that. Cut your losses. You understand that if you are taking a 1R loss and you're getting 2 to 3R on your profitable trades, especially if you're able to get in on a shorter time frame, then you understand the importance of executing your stop on that first stop loss level. Regardless of whether you're losing money, break even, whatever, you need to accurately exit that trade. Now, I will usually normally move to break even after 1 hour of movement. If it's the 5-minute chart, it's usually 2R of my 5-minute chart entry. So these are little things that I've established into my trading plan. But number one, you can only control how much you're going to lose and how much you're going to win if you're in a profitable trade. So hopefully you've got that built into your trading plan. Again, if that hourly method that I'm using helps you, I think it's important to understand when the markets are going to move so that you're not trying to trade all the time throughout the day. If you haven't done so, go to my homepage, get my 7-step daily routine for high performance traders. Get in the habit of doing all the little things every day, setting goals, journaling your trades, accelerating your learning, strategizing, your physical fitness, getting your mind sharp and clear when you're at the screen, and looking for little nuggets every single day that are going to improve your trading. So hopefully you got some value from today's video, traders. 2 things that you control: how much you're going to lose, how much you're going to make. Stay disciplined, stay focused, get ruthless with cutting your losses, and may the markets go with you. Hi traders, it's Stacy Burke from Stacy Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at stacyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.